Hey guys! How you doing? I'm a bit of a cuck because this is like my 6th time recording this. And this was also originally supposed to come out like 16 days ago, when the movie actually came out. But I'm a bit lazy? Not lazy, I've been doing other things. Like, I've been working on my dancing and such. Please tell me how you liked my last dancing video, by the way. Like, I am gonna make more of that. I am trying to work on my dancing on my own. Self-teaching and whatnot. I did take some classes when I was younger and like a few throughout high school, but realizing it's my passion, so I'm gonna do a bit more with that. Everything became one in my mouth and just blah. But right now I'm working on making Major from Ghost in the Shell. I'm making the standalone complex version of her when she had the bob and like her pink outfit with her leather jacket and shit. So that's the version of her I remember playing the most when I was younger on a Toonami and Adult Swim. And I absolutely adored her and how she looked, so this is the look I'm going for. Now, I got some air dry clay to use for this. Now, I've taken art classes, you think I'd know what's good clay, what isn't. But like, if you saw in this clip, that shit broke like 4 times in my hand, and this is me adjusting it. Because the air dry is so fibrous and cheap, and if you get it too wet when you're cutting it, it kind of disintegrates and like melds almost. But if you don't get it wet enough and you try to cut it and like pull the pieces apart, it'll just yank everything. So it was this fun little game I had to play with it. And then I had to fuck around with my X-Acto knife. So that little tapping was me trying to get the exact wetness on my X-Acto knife for me to cut it right. I equate it to like, if you've watched Bob Ross, and if you haven't, please get your shit together because he is a god. I equate it to him cleaning off his brush, the little like taps, which are so fucking satisfying. That's basically what I was doing with my X-Acto knife all day. With this project, a lot of this project was just rolling out pieces, cutting them thin enough, and then letting them dry. Like that doob tube right there was honestly perfect throughout this whole entire project. If you're an artist and you work with clay, maybe you want to consider picking up one. The widthness of the tube is actually perfect for the pop figure's shape of their body, like the legs and arms actually. So making bands and letting them dry on that tube was actually perfect. So putting them back on the figure was like almost an exact fit. This was a lot of fucking like tedious ass work, but it was worth it. I do this for the satisfaction and love of the art, but goddamn, don't fuck with air dry clay, guys, because that is such shit. If you see that shit in the fucking store, please fucking spit on it, because I fucking hate it. This part right here is me making the shoes. Now the shoes was interesting. What I tried to do was make a cuff that went around the bottom right here. Then I glued that, attached it on, and then I kind of added pieces over the top. Because Major's boots kind of have side parts, and then they have the middle flap. Wow, that sounds weird. It sounds like somewhat of a normal shoe, but it's just weird to make yourself, especially out of shitty clay. But I'm pretty proud of how it came out. It was definitely a process, because at first I just kind of slapped a bunch of clay on there and tried to cut into it and form it that way. But I feel like the cuff method definitely worked out better, gave me a structure to work with. Oh yeah, throughout this video there's just going to be an assortment of food in the background, just an FYI, because I'm forever eating. That is my life. Oh, I got more recommendations for figures to make. I got the band Gorillas members to make, which I thought was a really fun one to make. And then I got more suggestions for the Papa Franku kind of universe, like Safari Man and Salamander Man and whatnot. I thought that'd be cute to kind of have a series within a series. Like if I did do the Gorillas, I'd do each band member separately. And then for that, I'd probably do each of the little people within the lore. And then I was thinking I'd do probably just people I found in pop culture or like music that I fucking adore, and I'll probably just pop figure them. Or I'll try and do like custom ones where I kind of maybe split characters and whatnot. We'll see. I'm trying to get more creative with it. Like with the last one, I just did all paint, and then for Major, I was like, fuck it. Like instead of just painting her hair on, I'm gonna make legit paint. I want it to be a legitimate custom figure. in its full form, so that's what I did. But next time I'm not using this clay because I do genuinely hate it with all my being after spending like a couple weeks working on this project. Yeah, I spent a little bit. I probably couldn't have. I mean, in turn, it was probably just like 3 days, 4 full days. But I kind of spread it over a little while. I don't think the frustration with this clay helped at all with that. I'm just gonna blame the clay with my procrastination. If you don't know me by now, I'm great at procrastination. It's one of the great attributes to me, I guess. So happy fucking Easter. This was supposed to come out like 16 days ago. Oh, her jacket I thought was interesting. The rest of this was pretty much the same process over and over again, but with her jacket, I made the cuffs in her arms first. Started from like her shoulder blade down to shoulder blade down to mid arm, and I made those on both sides. Let those dry out, and then I made a separate flap that I attached throughout her back and gave it a little bit of a curvature, so it looked like her jacket was blowing in the wind. So then with that detail, you could see the detailing throughout the back of her outfit, like the strapping in her bustier, and then like the bottom of her kind of panties. I know they're not like panties, it's her uniform or whatever the fuck. But I just wanted to make it so if her jacket blew in the wind, you could see the detailing above it. And so when you looked underneath the figure, you could actually see it. And when it's painted, it looks really good. And then I just pulled some extra pieces through her armpits and stuff like that through the front to fill out her jacket in the front and kind of round it out. But then not covering the belt details, because I did make sure her belt hung off of her waist, like in the images and everything. I tried to make it as accurate as I could with the small body that I had. So like her legs were definitely interesting to work with, because they put a lot of detail into Major's legs. Like she has thigh highs, and then in her thigh highs they kind of have like a cuffing at the top, and then her shins, she has like shin guards, and then they have buckles in the back as well, and then she has her ankle boots, which is a lot to fit on this pop figure, because if you've seen a pop figure, their legs are tiny and their like shin to foot ratio is like nothing. So to fit all of that within her like shin and then kind of extend some of it to her leg, which it was kind of difficult, but I made what I could work. So I cut it down to like one strap in her shin guard and kind of cut down her boots a little bit. Like they don't have the heel like I would like, but it still came out really good. Oh, I mean, maybe I should show you guys like my pop figure collection. I was thinking about that. Maybe once my collection gets vast enough, I'll show you all my customs. But for now, I do have like a decent collection of just the regular Pop Funkos you buy in store. I know people have like rooms dedicated to them, like filled to the ceilings and shit. I'm not quite there yet. Those are kind of like pop figure goals for me. But for now, I have like a little stack up to my waist, maybe like 3 like boxes deep. And if you guys want to see that, I'll definitely show it to you. I also collect like little mini ones too. I definitely want to get some of like the big ones I've seen, because I know they make ones for like Kong, and they made like a Big Bird one, which I thought was adorable. And so it's like a legit like big bird. And then I have I wanted to see sorry guys, I'm like half alive. I saw that they had the RV from Breaking Bad, which if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, also watch that. Please stop this video, watch some Bob Ross and some Breaking Bad. Have a fucking great ass day with yourself. I wanted to get that figure as well. Oh yeah, fun tidbit about those oranges in the back. There's still one of them on my desk. That's like 17 days old at least. At least, because this was I didn't finish this on the 31st, so it's at least like a month old. And it's still on my desk. And my desk does stay like that constantly. It wasn't just for this project. Like my desk is a constant mess. If you guys come over, that's all you're gonna see. So just know that's how a true artist works. We find the art through the mess. Like me, that desk is, I know where everything is on that thing, but my boyfriend looks at it and organizes it like every time he has a day off. But to me, I work through the madness, you know. The hair was honestly not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. I just took a fat slab of that shitty clay, rolled it out, flattened it, and then slapped it on her head. And honestly, the hardest part of that was just getting it to stay on her head. But once that happened, I just did my X-Acto knife magic, cut some pieces away, added some pieces, and made some major hair. This project was definitely interesting. It was a lot more hands-on than the other custom I made, the pop-up rescue, just because that one was a lot of painting. And although I enjoyed that a lot, like I enjoyed the detailing and the painting and making the two characters into one, this was definitely a lot more interactive, pre-making her hair, or not pre-making, I'm sorry, actually having to form her hair out, and then like her jacket, her outfit, having to plan it out, and then form it on her and make it come to life, was a very satisfying process. But this definitely has to be my favorite part of the process overall, which is painting it. Just seeing it come to life after you've made the shell of the creation, just painting it and have the colors like pop through was so satisfying. By the way, that part where I threw the brushes on, yeah, I spent like 5 minutes like cleaning off the paint of those brushes because I tried to be cool and like throw the fucking brushes everywhere. And I'm eating again because that's my life. But I honestly, like, this was my favorite part of watching it. Like, going through all the footage, which I have at least like another hour's worth, I just cut it out because I was like, it's the same thing over and over again. But like seeing that part, like right here where all her skin shows through, like seeing her just come to life and become major was so satisfying. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I have music blasting. I kind of get like nervous, like camera shy. Like right there, I was like jamming to some music that but it's like music is my life. I'm never not listening to music. So right now I'm listening to music to kind of soothe my soul because I'm a nervous wreck. Especially just like when I first recorded this, just recording it by myself and hearing myself talk back. It was definitely awkward and psyched myself out, so I just have music here as a moral support for myself. I'm sure I'll get to a point where I don't need it, but for now I need a little more support. You guys understand me, right? And then, oh, for the black detailing and like everything she had, her gloves, her boots, her jacket, I just used a little bit of pen to kind of get in the crevices because like her gloves have these cutouts in the wrist, and the gloves are pretty thin. So I didn't want to try and squeeze a paintbrush in there and make it work because I did that and I had to paint over the skin parts like 5 times. So I just took pen and like filled in the detailings, and it definitely helped because this clay cracked a lot. And like split and would show like bits where I added and kind of changed things. So the little pens definitely helped in that, and just covering up some detailings and whatnots. And that right there, you ask, that little thing, it's a cheap paintbrush I got from like a shitty ass set a while back. The handle like broke off mid-use, so I was like, fuck it, instead of wasting this shit, I'm gonna just cut the bristles down to what I need, and now I have a custom paintbrush for my details. Moral of the, I'm sorry guys, I'm getting excited and talking very quickly. Moral of the story, don't waste, use what you got. True artistry, true artistry is working with what you got, making what you can. Art is everything and anything you make it. You pull anything from this video, I hope you pull that. So how are you guys? How you doing? Have you eaten today? Talk to your mom, tell her you love her. Eat some Easter candy, having a good one. I'm chilling on a Sunday, like 4:30. I'm starving, waiting for the Boothane to get home so we can have dinner. Oh, this is a thing I like to do. I don't know if every person I've seen who makes custom figures does this, but I like to do this. I like to paint the boxes because I like it to be a full-fledged custom thing. Now, I don't necessarily mimic the boxes exactly, how they do. Like right here, you'll see when I turn it, I added an image of the Ghost in the Shell characters and whatnot. This is the best part. Okay. um, I like grabbed this so quickly and like slapped it on the floor and like freaked the fuck out of my boyfriend. He's like, "What are you doing?" But this is so satisfying to me. This is why I loved getting a plastic palette. Yeah, wood palettes are cool, but plastic palettes, once you get a fat slab of paint like that, just peeling it off, oh my fucking god! Like, see, look at that. Okay, it's there right now. Okay, but look at that. Oh, it's like it was never there. Fucking Billy Mays, you got nothing on this shit. Fucking rip. Okay, sorry. Rip. Look at this. Ooh, it's like ASMR. Fuck. Okay, getting fucking a lady boner. Bye. I fucking love you. Go fuck yourselves. Bye. Hey, what's up? How you doing? How's fucking life? Yeah, see that shit should be happening, but it wasn't. So that should. Ah.